Good evening, brothers, sisters, and gender-norming sisters. It's time to get back to Seattle with me, your host, Ollamh. Welcome. It's been a fun couple of days, let me tell you. I wound up having a bit of a problem with YouTube. Apparently they decided to randomly, randomly flag one of my Lord of the Rings online videos, I think it was, as not age appropriate. They even said when they flagged, they're like, we don't know that it's violating any of our community guidelines, but you should check it and make sure that you're not violating anything and stuff. And it's like, what? Hang on here. My chair has decided to sink a bit. So yeah, they apparently, and when I appealed it, they looked at it and were like, oh, you know what? You're right. It didn't violate anything. It's like, so why did you, what flagged it as might have been causing a problem? It's like, why did you, if there wasn't anything that would cause it to be flagged, why was it flagged? It's like, that doesn't make any damn sense. Oh geez, they actually flagged enough of his that it shut down as, oh geez. That's ridiculous. Yeah, like I said, when I appealed it, I'm like, I looked at it, I'm like, I didn't do anything on that one that I haven't done on any of my other videos, especially in that series. It's like, there's no reason for this. And when they actually had somebody look at it, they're like, no, you're right. It didn't violate anything. Our bad. And it's like, so why was it, it's like, I would like an explanation as to why it was flagged. Just because it's like, it does not make any sense whatsoever. But thankfully, it was cleared up fairly quickly. There was another one that, I don't know. I went ahead and appealed it just to see if maybe it was flagged simply because it was a trauma movie that I was reviewing. It was my review of The Toxic Avenger, which, I can kind of see that one being flagged as not age appropriate. But, I mean, it's not like there was excessive gore in it. It's not like there was, I edited all of the nudity out. There was no nudity present. So it's like, it shouldn't be causing a problem. The only reason I could see that they all of a sudden started looking at my channel was on, I think it was Friday. It was Friday when it happened. It actually happened during the Pirates of the Geek Vortex. That was one of the things that would just kind of set that day, that night off a little bit. But it was like, yeah, it was like, that was the point where I crossed the 4,000 watch time hours, necessity for being able to monetize. It's the only reason I can think of that caused it to get flagged, that caused them to pay more attention to my channel, was it's like, I'm one step closer to being able to monetize my channel. So they're like, oh, we better really pay attention. And like I said, the only thing I think of is they just like randomly flagged something because fuck it, why not? They did the same thing. When I started playing Octodad way back on my original channel. They were suddenly very interested in, we don't know for certain if you have the okay to play this game, to make a video on this game, to monetize this video of this game. What about your intro and outro music? What about your thumbnail? Can you verify that all of this is A-okay? And I'm like, yeah. And I actually cut and pasted the link to Young Horses Studios, permission for people to do Let's Plays. I checked with Kevin MacLeod because that's whose music I was using at the time. I checked with him as far as, hey, I put the credit in the end credits, so this is okay with you, right? And he's he got back to me. He's like, oh yeah, looks fine, looks great. Cheers. But yeah, like I said, it's just one of those things where it's like with the stuff that they're doing, it's like I don't know if they just. It seems at times like they just kind of throw darts out to see, at a random video or random videos on a channel, and it's like, okay, so hey, how about this? And it's like, and basically, if you don't do anything to deny it, they just accept it as, oh well, we must have hit the target then. Well, it is YouTube, though, because it's YouTube's algorithm that's doing it. And if their algorithm's that shit, that's on them. So that's why I say them. Because it's like, yeah, their bots, their algorithm is flagging stuff just randomly, so. But yeah, it was annoying as hell, that's for sure. So I went ahead and put in an appeal for my review of the Toxic Avenger, because I figure worst case scenario they're gonna come back and say, nope, we're right, you're wrong, it stays. It's like, okay, that's fine, whatever. I'm not really that worried about it, not really that upset about it or anything like that. But yeah, it's been really weird. So, okay, getting back to Shadowrun Returns, we have inspected the latest victim of the Emerald Ripper. We had to go in late at night and deal with some security people, which was, again, super easy. Like, really super easy. Yeah, gamers, I think it's just that they're trying out a new algorithm, and it's just kind of hitting things randomly and being like, oh, hey, this. And it's like, well, no. I don't know. But yeah, most of the fighting in this game so far has been super easy, especially when, the last game that I played like this was the original Fallout, so, that's probably why it seems super easy, because Fallout was very, very punishing. At least on normal setting, Shadowrun Returns seems pretty easy to do. So we do need to venture into the Matrix, I do believe, and deal with getting some information that way, if I remember correctly. So that's where we're gonna go from here. So let me get the game pulled up. I haven't opened up the game yet, because that seems to be what causes, when I'm just doing the intro stuff, that seems to be what causes the issues. It's trying to I think it's trying to match the frame rate of the game, and that does not work out super well. So the digital world. You've been doing a lot of legwork on this job, but it's going to require a trip to cyberspace and back to ID the Ripper. The Matrix. The cybernetic analog of inside the grid. The worldwide computer network. A digital world. Information brought to life. Inside cyberspace, your avatar does all the work while your meat body is left behind. All around your avatar are pathways to other... Okay, Alright, that's just our stash. David Fry! Little guy. Hi. You are very small. Ooh. Now that sounds interesting. Morning. You look like you've been up all night. You look like you've been seen some action too. But not much. I mean, I don't think I even got hit by anything. Can either of you two do a DNA sample on DNA analysis on a blood sample? Doc Castle's equipment isn't really set up for that. He considers for a minute. However, I could employ a semiconductor chip. It could decode DNA using a voltage charge instead of light. That would eliminate the use of highly expensive equipment that would be required otherwise. I just read in a journal about the information about it, so the information is still fresh. Frankly, it should be easy. What do you want to know about it? The owner's identity? Well, that's a bit beyond me. All I can get you is the gene code sequence. Yeah, but that's where I come in. David, if you can get me that code sequence, I'm pretty sure we can track its owner down via Matrix run. Will do. Let's have that DNA that you want to test. All right, here you go, boy. Ollamh, when David gives me the sequence, I'll jack in and help you trace the blood sample back to its original source. Thanks, guys. If this works, we may find the Emerald City Ripper. No threat? Wake up, Johnny boy. We got work to do. And Ollamh the Unready, if you need any gear, I'll be right here. I just got a second wind. Meet you in my rig, Ollamh. Alright, sounds good. Need hardware or software? Not really. I'm not actually a decker. Thankfully, I think he's kind of got a setup so that anybody can ride along with him. Thanks to the semiconductor-based gene sequencing system that David employed, we should have the information we need to track the Ripper in the Matrix. I'm really impressed with his results, considering it was his first attempt. He was utilizing an unproven technique he'd read about in some science journal. And he was working from memory on minimal sleep. Sounds fascinating. If there's time later, maybe you can tell me more about it. Yeah! Maybe we can sit down with David and he can share his research. But let's stay focused. Here's what I'm thinking. We hit the Lone Star DNA database first to see if our donor has any prior criminal record. They have extensive DNA archives. Then we go hunting based on what we find. Let's hit the deck and jack into the Matrix. I can get into their private grid easily, but I've got to warn you, once we're in, it could be a little rough. How much decking experience have you had? No experience whatsoever. What now? I have a Troidnet here. It's a headband you wear that lets you piggyback me in the Matrix. You'll see and hear everything I do. Okay, that will work. All right, so you're kind of basic as far as all that goes. We're in. Your synapses light up as you connect your consciousness to the digital world. Although you aren't jacked in like Johnny. Oh, damn it. Okay, so the data store is over there. Got it. And of course, they've got ice. Come up over here. Ah, now they're starting to move in on us. And boom, one ice down. Still missing me, buddy. Shield all incoming damage. Great. Okay. What programs do you got here? You've got medic, killer, sniffer. You know what? Let's hit this guy with a killer. Thankfully, his partner is still, like, way missing me. There you go. Ice is down. Let's hit it. Alright, so DNA match located, 100% match, arrest records database. Ooh. Subject, Silas Forsberg. Status deceased. Profession chop shop surgical assistant. Priors breaking and entering 2 counts. Public indecency 1 count. Brought in for questioning on accusation of unlicensed plastic surgery. No charges were filed. Okay, so which one do we got to go? Well, let's go down this one real quick. All right, there's something there. Ah, it's an autopsy. All right, let's come down here. So it's the same principle as everything else. Is you know, basically you want to take cover and guard yourself from stuff. So, all right, what do we got here? Autopsy records. Subject Silas Forsberg notes subject was found overdosed on half a dozen different sedatives. Wow, okay. Several anti-anxiety medications were also found in his system. Face was mutilated, possibly self-inflicted. Identity cannot be confirmed immediately due to disfigurement. Had to check dental records to confirm. No next of kin. So they're not entirely sure. They're actually not entirely sure that it's him. They can't be entirely sure that it's him because They did it based on dental records, which is kind of weird. And anybody who's seen like the whole 9 yards knows that dental records aren't exactly the most secure way of identifying people. Large puncture wounds were found in several places on the body, possibly large bore surgical needles. Body had been decomposing for several weeks before the landlord noticed the smell and called the police when no one answered the door. Aha! Just gets weirder and weirder. All right, let's head up over here. This guy is very close to me and close enough to actually attack. So we're going to go ahead and hit him with a killer. I was going to say, I figured he would actually hit that time because he's already gotten a bit of an up as far as a bit of an up as far as his accuracy. So now he's down. Now we just got this guy that isn't really a fighter, I don't think. He's more of a support person. There we go. Okay, news archive. Newsnet, one return on subject. Silas Forsberg. The body of Silas Forsberg, a chop shop surgical assistant, was found in an apartment in Snohomish earlier this week. The body had been there for as long as a month when Forsberg's landlord noticed the rancid smell and contacted authorities. Lone Star representatives have issued a statement saying Forsberg's death had been ruled a suicide. According to reports, his body had massive puncture wounds, and the cause of death was determined to be an overdose from anti-stress medications and sedatives. Fun times! The man's employer claims he was a dedicated employee, though he suffered from bouts of depression. Forsberg's next of kin could not be located, but the attorney appointed to his estate had located a will written weeks prior, leaving all of his belongings to his psychiatrist. The identity of the psychiatrist has not been released due to privacy concerns. Yet another sad end to a life, as is far too common here in the sprawl. Well, now that's highly suspicious. All right, so we're ready to leave. To avoid any psychic shock, we'll or feedback of any sort, we'll just go ahead and go out that way. So here's what we know. Our DNA evidence belongs to a dead man whose death was never explained. He worked with chop shops, which fits in with the living guy that you met. The Newsnet says he left his estate to a psychiatrist, but finding out who his psychiatrist was will give us our next clue, or maybe finding it. My gut says we can deck into the medical board's records and reverse trace to find this doctor. You in? All right, let's do it. I'm sure this will be super easy, right? You actually needed to hit that one, really, because he's channeling a lot. So now he's fully channeled, but that's not exactly going to help him. Really, this doesn't provide any. Oh no, that just blocks all sight. Okay. There we go. All right, cool. So let's see here. Searching medical records as Forsberg medical located. Okay, 20 to 23. One particular pediatrician entry stands out from the rest. Ooh, interesting. Child suffers from chronic depression and social anxiety, most likely caused by his physical abnormality. We've seen many cases like this recently, with the outbreak of changeling children being born. And the aberrant physiology, we're seeing there is no telling what sort of brain functions are affected. Prescribed a series of sedatives last year that seemed to have no effect, upping the dosage. So, all right, 2030 to 2040. Data missing, corrupted, contact your administrator for help. 2040 to present. File is quite large and takes well over an hour to read through. Final entry, however, is most significant. It was written by Dr. Henry Holmes. Really? Silas has overcome significant mental disorders and no longer goes through periods of violent episodes. Latest medications have proven especially effective, but I believe that being treated by another elf has significantly impacted his treatment. Unfortunately, my efforts to maintain an emotional boundary with him have proven challenging. He is bonded to me in an unhealthy and frankly an unnerving way. His hero worship exhibits itself in the form of mimic speech patterns and adopting my dress. For this reason, and for the health of my patient, I am assigning another doctor to his case. I will inform him of this at the next session. So yeah, Henry Holmes is an interesting name, especially since we already have the Emerald City Ripper, so we've kind of got two serial killer names here, because there was H.H. Holmes was the first U.S.-based serial killer up in Chicago. Don't ask me how I know this. I study weird things. Got a name now, so we're gonna need to go deeper to find out more information about him. So let's get over here. Wow, just straight missed him? Oh, well, I guess I do only have a 59% chance. Shouldn't he have a 59% chance as well? Like, why does he get so much more likelihood of hitting? I was gonna say, please hit this time. Okay, medical board number 2. Hacked employee records. Employment record located Henry Holmes. H.H. Holmes. Yep. We're dealing with another serial killer. Yay. Check out current employment status. Dr. Henry Holmes currently holds the position of Chief Psychiatrist Administrator at Mercy Mental Hospital, Snohomish, Washington, UCS. Previous, psychiatrics in residence, Mercy Mental Hospital. Okay, and then 2030 to 2040, he was in private practice. All right, we've got what we need. We know where he is. So let's get out of here. Reality is at the end of the day contextual. And as the meat world comes back into focus, your head once again tries to settle on which world is the real one. While the philosophical question lingers in your meat body demands food and drink. You disconnect from your deck and find that the Union's safe house has risen. So yeah, we've got some information here. David looks almost as tired as you do. You can tell that this case has gotten under his skin like it has yours. Any luck in there? We found an exact match for the DNA, but it's linked to a dead chop shop assistant by the name of Silas Forsberg. Now, I have my theories, but what do you think is going on here, Ollamh? I think Silas killed his doctor, who is also an elf, remember. Silas had a lot of damage to his face, though. So it was one of those things where it's like, yeah, he had a lot of deformities in his face, much like the ugly elf that we saw at the docks. Maybe Silas faked his death. That's a distinct possibility. But what is that? What is it that we saw in the autopsy report? His face was so mangled that he had to be identified by dental records. Good catch. That matches up with something I've seen runners try. It's easy enough to find a body shop that'll make a replica of your teeth for you. Find some schlub off the street who no one will miss. Swap the teeth. Throw the heat off your trail for a while. Luckily, I've never been that desperate. But why would he need to go through those lengths? Do the police records have something linking him to a different crime? He had a prior for unlicensed plastic surgery. True. Wouldn't look too good on someone's record if they wanted to become, say, a doctor. I think this is beginning to come together. The late Silas left all his belongings to a doctor, Dr. Holmes. Employment records have him as administrator of Mercy Mental. And the picture on this file matches the person you saw downtown. The same person this DNA belongs to. All the evidence points to him being your killer, whoever he really is. I should probably go and find this Dr. Holmes and ask him some very pointed questions. Ooh, I just received 4,000 new yen. Please pay him my respects. I always find that high caliber rounds get the message across. You should clearly hire some friends and get loaded for bear. I sideloaded a ton of valuable data from the Lone Star Matrix nodes. Here's your cut. You're not coming? I think my part here is done. You might want to go sticking your hand in the hornet's nest, but I'm a little more wary of the jobs that I take these days. So we've got 4,000 new yen to help pay for a crew. Yeah. Let me see what you got. You got any better guns than... Ooh, you do actually. You have a Heckler & Koch G12A3Z. Higher capacity, higher damage, still long range. You also have the FNHAR. Specialist assault rifle used by Corpsec units, slightly more accurate than its competitors. You know, I think I'm going to go ahead and go with the FNHAR. I'm going to go ahead and sell my AK. TB Gruberman. Just that's it. So yo, Van, what you got? Oh, that's right. I did pick up the flight recorder. Side pay data, baby. I was hoping you'd get some peace and quiet. I was hoping to get some peace and quiet tonight. You got something for me? I got a flight recorder. Wouldn't happen to be an Ares flight recorder, would it? Some very powerful buyers are looking for that right now. I can get rid of it for you for say 20%. That leaves $2,000 for you. Deal. Pleasure doing business. So that just paid for my new rifle. And then some, because my new rifle was 1,500. So yeah, that left me with 500, plus the 900, I think it was, that I got for selling my old rifle. Merchman? I'd like to take a look at your suits. Oh god, the bunny outfit. Oh god, I forgot about that. Ah, okay. So we've taken off a dead ganger, which seemed to be a good idea at the time. Quickness +1, +5 HP, and an armor of 6. Then you've got the refurbed UCAS shot gear. UCAS millispec. It's customized for the shadows. Grants a strength of +1 and an HP of +5. Well, quickness is better for us. Quickness is very much better for us. Which then we should probably say, yep, we'll buy that. So now we've got a bunny mask. Yay. I actually wanted to sell the, I wanted to sell my old one. Yeah, 500 new yen back. All right, so yeah, that flight recorder bought me a new rifle and a new uniform and a new outfit. Still kind of weird as far as the bunny mask. I don't get the bunny mask. Was this guy like seriously that into the Mad Hatter as a kid? I mean, shh, still sleeping in there. Who is? You're not sleeping in there. You're up and walking around. Mr. Delilah. If you're looking for runners again, I'm your guy. Discreet service only. Yeah, I need to hire a crew. So, all right, we're gonna have ourselves. Let's see here. What do we want? Right, the Morgana was pretty good. The Samurai Zajiri was kind of crap. I will take Shannon Half-Sky, though. She was kind of the bomb. She was kind of awesome. So we've got a shaman. Maybe we should take an adept at that. So we got 4,000 from our run, which should go towards paying for our team. Too much of anything is dangerous. The key to perfection is the balance of mind and body. What do you got? You got a knife and maybe we should. Well, oh no. We are gonna take De Morgana. De Morgana was pretty awesome. All right, a troll that comes with an AK. That might be preferred. So we'll do a samurai, a decker, and a shaman with us. That sounds like a pretty good setup. You know what? Actually, I'm pretty sure I've got. Oh yeah, I've got a lot of karma to spend. Got a lot of karma to spend. So ranged combat. Let's up our. So let's see here. 7, 14, 21. If we add another one, we can get a new etiquette. We'll do a street etiquette this time. So, all right, now we're going to go ahead and add in to quickness. And we'll add to our dodge. There we go. So now we've spent all of our stuff. Now we can say, all right, hire the crew. Right, so we had De Morgana, the Decker. We had the Full Monty. And we had Shannon Halfsky. So we're spending 2,800 of our new yen on our team because Shannon Halfsky owes us. Love it. Yep. All right. Let's confront him. The blood you found at the warehouse belongs to a man masquerading as one Dr. Holmes. And you've tracked him to Mercy Mental Hospital. Wait, wasn't Mercy Hospital the name of the teaching hospital in, No, it was Sacred Heart. Sacred Heart was the hospital the main hospital in Scrubs. But I'm wanting to say that Mercy was the teaching hospital in in the last extra season that they did, if I remember right. I think so. I know there's something that features Mercy Hospital. It's located in the notoriously anti-meta-human farmlands of Snohomish. The drive to the hospital is long and unpleasant. Finally, you reach the walled and gated hospital compound. Despite the pretense of security, the gate is unguarded, unlocked, and open. No one stops or greets you as you drive up to the large, crumbling building. Gothic ramparts top the damaged roof, cracked walls, and broken windows. All around the building is the lawn gone wild. Only the artificial light within speaks of inhabitants. You walk up to the hospital steps to confront Sam Watts' killer and bring an end to the Emerald City Ripper. Oh yeah, give me that. Give me that. Okay, so we've got healing kits, we've got drama team kits, we've got the bunny ears, which I guess are gonna help somehow. I'm not sure why. And we're ready to run. Hi. Welcome, sir. What business brings you to Mercy Mental Hospital? I'm here to see Holmes, Dr. Holmes. A new customer. Please wait in the common room up ahead. I'll notify the good doctor. Right, okay. Is this the... Please stay within the cafeteria. Okay, sure. Donnie? Donnie? Or Don? Yeah, Donnie. Hello, stranger! You look new here. Are you new here? I'm doing a health and safety check for the corporate office. Well, you don't want to talk to me. I don't work here. I'm not crazy enough for that. By the way, I'm Ollamh. Name's Donnie. That's my name, Donnie. D-O-N-N-Y. I knew I didn't recognize you. I know everybody in this place. Everybody. Well, everybody on the first 2 floors. Are they doing it wasn't Stephen King, it was the Leprechaun. The first Leprechaun had the guy that was I think his name was Dunny or it was Denny or something like that. It wasn't Donnie, but it was always like he'd always spell his name and that spells confidence or that spells something or rather. If I remember right, it was played by the same guy who played the Nemesis in the first Pee Wee Herman movie. Random trivia just spewing out today. Anyone I should look out for? Donnie? No, not on this floor. Only us calm ones are allowed up in the cafeteria. If you're violent, you have to eat in your room. Ah, I'm looking for Dr. Holmes. I don't think you really want that. Not really. What's that supposed to mean? Around here, you don't want to attract the attention of the doctor. If you stay quiet, life is much easier. Much easier. I should probably go. Hi, Lorraine? Lorraine, right. Hey, guy, have you seen Josie? Maybe I have. Wait, you saw him? No, wait. I've never seen you. You can't have seen Josie. You weren't a doctor either. Aw. I feel lost without him. Josie's always helping me out. What's so important about this Josie character? Oh, he's a great guy. I mean, everybody likes him. Sure, he looks like a meathead, but once you get to know him, he's a real thinker. He's got a super broad gold ring he always wears from when he's played for the Screamers. He's the only guy on this floor who knows how to play chess. Urban Brawl, huh? That's a tough profession. Well, not too rough for Josie. He says he went the whole seasons without any injuries. He was usually playing Outrider, though. Will you at least help me look for him? I have this key that I swiped off the day guard, but they keep a close eye on us. You couldn't have a peek at the infirmary and see if there's a record or something. He might just be in a cool-off room, and they won't tell me. Oh, no sweat. I can do that for you. Really? Really? Great! I wish everybody was as nice as you. Not like my mom. Alright, what are you? Automatic medication machine doesn't recognize us, therefore it doesn't give us anything. What are you? The clock stopped, probably displaying the same time 40 years ago. Wow. Okay. So, let's just go ahead and, oh, I can't save right now. Okay. Look, you keep staring at that wall there, alright? The stench of blood and mold gets even stronger as you move closer to the infirmary. I am not liking this. I am not liking this. You find an unlabeled trave disc. You have no way of playing back at the time. Surgical card is strewn with gruesome tools. The severed arm lies next to the zip body bag. The arm looks human and appears neatly severed at the elbow. There's a large gold ring on the index finger. Its owner was probably the occupant of the... Oh, shit. You slip the heavy ring from the cold finger and feel its weight in your hand. Inside the ring is an engraving. It reads Screamers 2048. Oh, shit balls. Patient information for Josiah C. Dawson. Josie. It's open on the side. Read the medical history. Date of birth, 2015. Height, 1.9 meters, 95 kilograms. Occupation, retired. Allergies, none. Medications. Not even going to try and read those. Reason for the stay, post-traumatic stress disorder. Status, deceased. Read the attached notes. Patient had undocumented cyberware in the left arm, as well as multiple pieces of shrapnel in various locations. Complications would likely arise from transplant to another host. The rest of the body is in excellent condition and can be used to improve other subjects, as well as fulfill some custom requests. Oh, hell. Okay, so now we're getting into the meat and potatoes of the Mercy Hospital. They are using the mental patients as basically as a source of organs and transplant materials and stuff like that, for not only for other patients in the facility, patients who are probably paying more or donating more to the hospital, keeping it running, but also to other people outside the hospital that are asking for custom organs and stuff like that. Say, like a set of eyes, like the person at the docks had. They were blind, and then they got new eyes, not cybernetic eyes, but new organic eyes, probably from this facility. But why would Dr. Holmes then come and take them back, though? That doesn't make a lot of sense. Okay, so she is not gonna be happy. Because reasons. Yeah, that is certainly one way of putting it. Oh, wait. Can I have my Decker, I would like, De Morgana. You're a Decker. Hack in here, bitch. Alright, Lorraine, you're not gonna like this. I'm not sure how to put this. What? Tell me. Maybe you should have this. You mean he... Oh, God. Well, thanks for the help. You notice the noise of the scratchy PA system through the room. Attention, Ollamh and Red here. Please report to the North Hall to meet with the administrator. Yeah. You're just not. It's not great. Oh, hello, Dr. Holmes. It's nice to see you again. The elf standing before you may quite possibly be the ugliest elf you've ever seen. Look, just because he has facial deformities does not mean that he is ugly. No problem. I mean, I don't play a character that... I play a character that has no cybernetic enhancement and is pure human. So he does not deck into shit. But it's like, yo, that's why I hired you, Decker. Fucking get in that shit. His meticulously clean lab coat, formal jacket, and old-fashioned bow tie give him the look of an undertaker from centuries past. As you approach the window, he locks eyes with you, smiling, a thin, unnerving... That is pretty much word for word the description you gave us back in the docks when we saw this. And by the way, Caden, I am never surprised that you're here. I'm never really surprised. I don't assume that you're lurking, but I just kind of like when you say something, it's kind of like with you or Sin or Gamer's Grotto. It really doesn't surprise me. Dr. Holmes, I presume. You're a hard man to reach, especially considering you're dead. I'm sorry. Who's dead? He's genuinely confused, but you can see, but he can't seem to drop the smile from his lips. Dr. Holmes, let's see. I have a reason to believe that you are involved with the Emerald City Ripper killings. Cut the ad, Doc. I know you killed the real Holmes, and I know you're running around town carving people for parts. It was a good record you had going here, but you got sloppy with your kills, man. Now the Ripper's trail leads straight to your door. It's not facial paralysis. He was actually this guy was actually born in in the 2010s when the goblinization or the changeling children were first coming about. So he was actually one of the first elves, but his facial structure didn't quite adapt to the typical classical beauty and classical profile of an elf. So they kind of, it's kind of it's I mean, and that caused him some mental anguish to begin with too. So cut the act, Doc. I know it all about. My word, such violent paranoia. It's a pity. But what should I expect? This is the place for broken things, after all. And you are so very broken. Guards! Really? Bitch? Alright, you want to you really want to play that? You really want to play that? Yeah! And now you're dead! Alright, you! Come over here. You. Yes. It seems that the good Dr. Holmes has something special planned for you. I don't know why I'm giving him this prissy, this prissy. I mean, with the outfit that he's got and the haircut and just kind of the slight chubbiness, that's just, it just screams like the prissy, the prissy, entitled asshole. I'm afraid I can't let you leave. You know you won't be getting paid after I kill your boss, right? Good luck in the basement. Holmes and Pitzel are waiting. Okay. Matrix door control. All right, but I want to know what else there is. There's server records. Oh, I bet you could probably give us some, oh yeah. Fucking wrecked! Well, now see, I don't know, because I mean, this is, okay, so the media and the police have been calling him the Emerald City Ripper, which is very the Victorian era type, you know, you have Jack the Ripper. And he's taken over the persona of Dr. Henry H. Holmes. So he's literally the Emerald City Ripper and H.H. Holmes. He is like double serial killer. All right, up here. What can I do? What can I do? What can I do? Oh, I can do lever. Oh, yeah. I can't help but hit him. Can I? Nope. Okay, so. And boom goes the dynamite. Dude, biatch. Aha, private record data store. That'll be worth some money. Hi. I'm sorry, did he just go through the portal? Did he really just go through the portal, like, trying to get to me? My God, what an idiot! Why can't I do anything with... Oh, shit. Do I actually have to go back and kill that asshole? Fucking fine. Come here, you moron. There, now you're dead. But now see, Caden, actually the acid baths would have been counterproductive for him. Because he's actually using most of the, like, he's using the people inside the asylum. Ooh, bathroom door unlocked. Okay. Is that good? So he's not actually using acid to dissolve them. He is taking basically any viable parts and using them as transplants for the wealthy, the high-end wealthy patients at this mental institution, or he's selling them on the black market. So an acid bath would kind of be counterproductive there. Oh, I get it. I get it. So, wait, there's something here. Yes. A concussion grenade. Oh, shit. There's actually something here, too. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and replace that. And start getting everybody together, kind of like moving through this area as well. You know, I did not realize that the full Monty was that. I did not realize that the full Monty was a fucking troll. I didn't. Well, hey, buddy. Hi. Say, have I got a surprise for you? Yeah, you like that, bitch? Yeah, Full Monty. I'm still kind of impressed that they gave him the name Full Monty. Like, oh yeah, he is letting it all hang out. Oh, and he's down. Hi. Who are you? Always avoid clumping. Always avoid clumping your people. Never clump together. Yes, let's move them on out, baby. Actually, you know, Full Monty, you're gonna do a little bit. You're gonna see if you can't get into that room over there. All right, you see if you can't. No, you can't. Okay, no problem. And I love the fact that his name isn't just Monty; it is literally Full Monty. Halls of disrepair. As you venture deeper into the asylum, you see that the inside is every bit as bad as the outside. Gone is any attempt to uphold sanitary hospital aesthetics. With peeling paint, cracking floors, and exposed conduit, the pretense of mental care is shattered. In the modern era, Mercy Mental Hospital is a throwback to the barbaric asylums of old. Prisons and torture chambers rather than places of healing. It's clear that Dr. Holmes is spending his money on something other than this facility. You continue on, Holmes can only run so far. And suddenly I feel like Dr. Moriarty. I feel like Dr. Moriarty, like I'm hunting Holmes. All right. Boom! Haha! You like that, biatch? By the way, boom! Dead, bitch. You, down here. You over here. Oh! Wait, hey! He's not the one who shot you, motherfucker. But he is the one who is fucking killing you. Like, seriously, dude just fucking axed that guy. God damn. I'm thinking these patients were just waiting for somebody to come by and be like, yo, fuck this shit. The intercom springs. The intercom begin. I'm sorry, I'm just thinking the intercom sprung to life, but no. The intercom begins speaking as soon as you approach. Holmes must be watching from somewhere. You don't understand, do you? This is a place for broken things. But only by further breaking them can they be remade. And so, we must break you. Gamers Grotto, you do not need to apologize for stuff like that. No. You take care of him. And Caden, you're not wrong. There was, I don't remember if it was an official story or if it was like one of the kind of like one of the extra stories. I know in the game the lost cases of Sherlock Holmes, or the lost case files of 221B Baker Street, Watson takes over the investigation to hunt down this criminal mastermind that's like connecting with all of these these criminals, and it turns out to be Holmes. So I know there are at least a few storylines like that. Right, for Monty, you're gonna stay there. Moon, you're gonna go there. Oh, are you? You know what? I'm not waiting to find out. You're fucking dead, bitch. I don't know. I always found the whole, oh, well, Watson isn't a real person type thing a little, I don't know. That always felt a little weird to me. It's like, because it's not like Watson was only talk to people when Holmes was there. He would, he interacted with people apart from when Holmes was there, so right. So 3 of the 4 people can handle 2 insane motherfuckers. Good to know. Unstable mental patient, but that doesn't say that they are violent. I mean, unstable can mean a lot of things, guys. Right, why am I putting the troll behind something? Who the fuck gave the fucking patients firearms? Now, that would be kind of interesting as well, yeah. Now, see, that I would like to see actually more than having Watson being the, the persona that Sherlock is able to connect with, but having a Fight Club-like story where Watson imagines Holmes but is actually Holmes, I could get behind that. I think that would be a really interesting dynamic. Just because it's like, it's not how most people would think of the dynamic between those two. Like, oh no, obviously Watson has to be the figment. Oh, reload. All right. Oh, there was a third person, huh? Well, unfortunately for you, I am a sharpshooter, motherfucker. I'm a sharpshooting son of a bitch. Hi. Morgana? All right, you, right, Monty, you come down here. I actually want you over here because I would like you to try and shoot him. Motherfucker with a shotgun. You know what? No. I'm absolutely fucking targeting you. You know what? You're just gonna come right up here. You're gonna wait. Yeah! Nope. Ooh, big boy with a shotgun. I've got a rifle and I'm doing better than you, biatch. Putting more bullets into the air, putting more bullets into a wider area does not... It doesn't do anything better for you. It really doesn't. Alright, let's keep everybody spread out. Surgical card... Oh, it contains the gate key. Alright, you know what? No, Olaf's gonna be the one, like, searching all this shit. The smell of rotting flesh is immense. The remains appear to be... I don't know, because you didn't actually let me finish. The unlabeled drawer... oh, an unlabeled triv disc. Okay. I don't know what those triv discs are. Or those trivid discs are, I guess I should say. Alright, Olaf's gonna take point. Then we're gonna have Morgana. Now we're gonna have Full Monty. Come in with a standard SWAT team. Everybody kind of goes to a corner, and you can spread out, you know, and you can kind of fan out from there. You're gonna come back here and cover the door. You are just gonna come back here and cover him. Who's covering the door? You're gonna come up to this point. From another intercom, Dr. Holmes continues. Someone once told me that I was a broken thing. But he also said I could remake myself. He wanted to break me down so I could put myself back together again. And I did. But only after I broke him. Yes, you killed the real Dr. Holmes and took his place. I get it. I could remake you as well. What wonderfully twisted thoughts must churn in a mind such as yours. But I'm more inclined to use you for parts. Well, that's because you're a fucking idiot. You come up here. You come to the back here. And Half Moon, you come over here. Now we need to draw him out. Oh, there you go. Hi, buddy. Dear gods, is that all? Is that it? Really? Fucking loser. Wow. Your guards and patience are not much, man. Just gonna say it. Your guards and patience are not much. You know what? Just come out here and hit him. Yeah. Shoot the bitch. Sorry. You're really gonna shoot at the person who didn't shoot at you? Like, one of two people that didn't shoot at you. That's the person you're gonna... Oh, dear gods, I didn't realize I was in control of her. You know what, Full Monty? Why don't you go ahead and finish him off? And then get the fuck out the way so that when she shoots again, she's not gonna potentially hit you instead. Oh, +1 action points. Your experience has increased your ability to operate in dangerous situations. Really? Was I doing that bad that you had to actually artificially enhance my abilities? That's fucking weird, man. Morgana, you're gonna be the one to push the button or inspect the junk. What is this? Why? Ooh, okay. The Trivid player holds a collection of personal diaries. Some of these video files are missing. Insert disc 1. Got some cut out chips in last week. Tried to put them out on the patient. Tried them out on the patients with violent feedbacks, hoping it would at least mellow them out some. It was like night and day. Once the chip was installed, all their psychotic break triggers were blocked. Miss Yuskin has gone 4 days without attacking the staff or herself. Well, that sounds fantastic. Why aren't you marketing that shit, you dumb bitch? Number 3. In today's interview, Miss Muskin told me that she hated her legs. She said they were stumpy, unattractive. I haven't done a transplant in years, but I offered to give her new legs. Her face lit up like it was Christmas. At least her cutout can block out the surgery and painful recovery process. I put in an order to the organ grinders to send me anything leggy Maybe I'll get some elf legs in and see how she likes them. Video 6. Trait video 6. I was walking to the organ grinders downtown, and there was some kind of event happening at Mega Media. They had a puppet there from Maria Mercurial's label with a Personafix chip installed, making her an exact doppelganger. They were just using her to hawk some Simpsons re-release of the Mercurial live show. But it gave me an idea. The cutouts, the body modifications, and my healthy supply of patience. I'm perfectly set up to be a Bunraku fixer. If I can find a supplier for Personafix chips, I can sell full-service Bunraku. Even program the behavior trees. So, dude is not just like, oh hey, I'm going to become the doctor that I always wanted to be by killing my doctor and taking his place. And fulfilling all kinds of requests as far as body modifications and stuff like that from people who have the money. But now dude's wanting to be an immoral pimp as well. I mean, I do realize that most pimps are immoral no matter what, but I mean, the general idea is not immoral in and of itself. It is, I'm going to protect you for a small portion. It's people who get greedy is where it generally becomes immoral. But dude's like, no. They're not going to have a choice. They don't have a choice. I'm going to program it into them. They're going to do whatever the fuck the programming tells them to, and I'm going to keep all the money. That is immoral as fuck. Oh my god, that is horrible. That is so much worse. Found a buyer for the first Bunraku. A man in the Barrens offered me 20,000 new yen for the female troll I've been modifying. Hey ho, he's plowing a troll. He likes them big, he says. Look, there's nothing wrong with a big woman. There is nothing wrong with a big woman. And a troll is not like just a big woman. A troll is usually very muscular too. Like, just like, you take Arnie, make him female, and size him up by 2 or 3 times, and you have a troll. There's nothing wrong with that. All that's left is to arrange delivery. He says he can put me in touch with some more buyers if I accommodate special orders. These morons' lives are already over anyway. The least they can do is line my pockets. Yep, there's the drastic immorality. Drastic immorality. Alright. We're good, guys. Let's go. Go, go, go. Everybody out. Before you was a medical lab turned torture chamber. The smell of old blood and decayed flesh permeates the room. Gory stains speak of the body's fluids spilled without regard for well-being or hygiene. Their bodies, probably former patients, trapped in hideous machines, enduring horrific experiments. The subjects you see all appear dead. any that aren't must wish they were. You've chased Holmes to his lair. Just as his face reveals an ugly soul, so does his safe haven, it would seem. Holmes, Silas, the Emerald City Ripper. The elf is a monster beyond compare. It's time to end this. You damn right it is, biatch. Let's hit this shit. Alright. Ollamh, you go here. Another intercom crackles at your elbow. One solid blow would offer a few moments of blessed silence. But this is also a race. It's also a rare chance to get a word in on the good doctor, who greets you with more of his chittering laughter. You are a persistent one. A fine specimen indeed. How much longer are you gonna hide, Doc? Hide? Nothing of the sort. I'm simply an observation. And what I have next in store should prove more illuminating. Pitzel, subdue them! I'm sorry, you were supposed to go to there, god damn it. Oh, mage! Oh, fuck, mage! Alright, you come up here. You just come up here and hit the mage. Fucking geek the mage first. Always geek the mage first. Ah! Mage is down, biatch. Yeah. Bring your magical shit now, motherfucker. Dear gods, how are you still alive? What are you made of? Alright, you come out here. Hit this Piazza motherfucker. Yeah. Wait, why the fuck? Why? What? No, I kind of want to know, why did you hit your own... Why did you hit your own person? And down you go, biatch. Oh, Dr. Holmes, I presume. Yeah. Alright, you should probably hit the surgeon who's, like, right next to you. And he's down. What? Oh. Oh! Oh! Oh, dear gods! Hiya, Doc! You're gonna die, bitch! Yeah! When I put a team together, I make sure that team is solid, motherfucker. You're going down like a bitch boy. Holmes drops to the ground, light in his eyes fading fast. But something keeps the shriveled husk of his soul stuck to this mortal coil for a few moments more. This is a place of broken things. I remake them. Yeah, I'm remaking you into a dead thing. She asked me to remake her. He manages one more laugh, his glazed eyes rolling towards the workbench across the way. She was playing both of us. Then with a final bloody whimper, the Emerald City Ripper breathes his last breath. fucking right he does. You suck, bitch. Like, I think one or two of the people that you hired, that you had under your control, actually managed to hit anybody on my team. I mean, how is my team? I want to know, how is my team? So I am down, I personally am down 3 hit points. Let's see here. The Morgana is solid as always. She the balls. She is kind of awesome. Being a decker and still able to just like kick ass and take names. Oh, I like her. Let's see here. This is what is this? This is the troll. So this is Full Monty is down by 2 hit points. And Half Moon is down by nothing. Your entire system just fucking sucks. Okay? So we can upgrade that, and we can upgrade our, we've got a headshot now. Oh, yes. Oh, I will take that. I will confirm that. Yes, baby. So who is she and her? Holmes's workbench falls somewhere between coroner's slab and medieval torture device. I'm pretty sure that's just a general coroner's slab. Most coroner slabs look like medieval torture devices, and that's just the fact of the matter that the body is literally a body and not a person anymore, so they don't have to worry about, like, you know, is this going to hurt? No, just cut into them. Who the fuck cares? It's not gonna hurt them. They're dead, bitch. I mean, unless, of course, you're playing Grand Theft Auto 5 and you really fuck up Michael's mission into the for the FIB, going into this like locked down building, and you literally just wait for them to cut you open, and they, for some reason, when they start cutting you open, they're not surprised by blood spurting out as if with a beating heart. It's just kind of like, whatever. And that's how you die. I mean, you know, if that's how you want to go, that's how you want to go. I'm not, no judgment here, but that's gotta really fucking suck for whoever's, like, getting cut up. It is decorated in the many colors of death. How many colors does death have? I mean, it was always, for me being a Discworld novel fan, I mean, Death always had like 2 colors. He had bone white or pitch black. Those were the only ones. He never added color to his land until he'd spent time as a living being. And then it was just like golden waves of grain. And littered with, okay, so it is decorated in the many colors of death and littered with the instruments of that trade. I'm sorry, if it's littered with the instruments of death, then it is not a corner slab. To one side, there is a leather-bound journal stuffed with uneven pages. To the other is a poxsec. Its small screen still glowing beneath the bench. Its small screen still glow. Beneath the bench is a rolled up sheaf of paper held close with a tied length of surgical tubing. Did he not have any fucking twine? Did he only have medical shit available? Investigate the workspace. The bench has clearly played host to numerous bodies over its lifetime. It includes limb restraints as well as skeletal traction mechanisms. At this table, Holmes likely dismembered bodies. or quite possibly put them back together. The tackiness of the blood suggests it has been used relatively recently. Let's look at the journal. Leafing through the pages, you find few intelligible entries. Holmes may not have been a real doctor, but his handwriting certainly fits the stereotype. In other words, ain't nobody gonna read it but maybe a pharmacist who is probably either drunk or high on their own supply. Gotcha! Stuffed in the last few pages is a copy of disinterment order from a local cemetery with the grave's occupant marked as Melinda Watts. Melinda Watts! Well, that's interesting. Access the pocket secretary. I'm sorry, knowing what... I'm sorry, maybe this is me showing that I am very much a child of the 80s and 90s, but knowing what a lot of secretaries used to be used for, I'm not sure a pocket secretary is something you want to be putting your hands on. You are going to want protective gloves, like we're talking like nitrate or latex protective gloves, and you are absolutely going to want hand sanitizer nearby, because no, pocket secretary does not sound right in any fucking way. Holmes is still locked in, granting you access to his current loaded files. Prominent among them is a hospital report from a donor program. It lists the organs beside the names and vital statistics of the recipients. Your eye catches Sam Watts' name beside the entry of liver. Also, the list of the Ripper's other known victims, along with several others who may have shared in the same fate. There's also a large sum of new yen which you can easily transfer. 4,500, dear gods, if we had spent the full 4,000 on our team, we would have gotten that back and then some. Well, let's check out the sheets of paper. Unfurling the large sheets of paper, you discover a diagram of the human female form. Bow chicka wow wow. Rendered to an impressive level of detail. Again, I'm not entirely sure it's actually a bow chicka wow wow situation. But I mean, the more detail, I mean, there's only so much detail you really need. You don't need every single individual pore, but I mean, every bump around the areola is appreciated. It appears to be the blueprint for making Holmes's very own monster. Yeah, so I'm not taking that with us. Oh dear gods, you're the sex people, aren't you? Yes, you're the Benraku. Hi. His chip slot is still fresh. The open wound pink and wet and turrid. His voice drips innuendo, but its eyes say nobody's home. Well, hello there. Did you come to play? Are you okay? How long have you been here? Of course you're okay. We're ready for a little party. You want to have a little party with me? Buyer's name? She's assembled in a standard config. Face of a schoolgirl, body of a stripper. Not sure that's quite the... So many things that it's like, oh God, I don't think I want to touch this. I don't even want to think I want to be anywhere near this. You need some thick beer goggles to miss the work she's had done. The puppet stares blankly at you. Wait, what is over on your bed, or the bed? Ooh! Personifix Chip Wiper. Oh, can I wipe your chips, baby? Race Holmes's programming. This may not end well. His eyes focus, his hands race slowly to touch his head wound. The fingers come away wet and sticky. Panic twitches at the corner of his mouth as he surveys the room. First you, then the girl, then down its own body, which is no longer his. Yeah, dude, you are like built for sex, baby. Sweet Jesus. What did he do? What am I? He begins weeping, his body racked in great, inconsolable, heaving sobs. Again, very fucking graphic. I mean, look, I don't know if giving him, if like letting him realize what has happened was a good thing or not. But I mean, dude, you want to blow your fucking brains out after the fact? That's on you. That's not on me. That's you not being able to deal with what the fuck happened. But I'm gonna give you the option. I will show you quite plainly what is what. As you approach the exit, you realize that Shannon lingers quite a few steps behind. Looking back, you see that she is half turned, looking pensively towards the horror of Holmes's lab. Finally, feeling your eyes on her, she faces you and raises her head in a proud, almost defiant manner. We have done much good here tonight. We have removed 2 vile creatures from this world, and so ended a growing shadow they cast upon the city. Our paths crossed and joined, and we did this thing together. But now, here, our paths must divide. You saw what I saw. This isn't over. No, it won't be over for some time to come. Distracted cry of pain echoes down from somewhere above. The young shaman pauses to listen to the tortured sound. She's going back to take care of shit, and we're gonna have to pay for her services any further, aren't we? Which I'm kind of okay with. I mean, she's a hell of a lot better than the fucking, the other, fucking samurai that we had. There is still more work to be done for both of us. But what must be done differs for each of us. I came here to find justice for my brother. That has been done. His spirit can now find rest. But there are other victims of the Ripper, both alive and dead, who still struggle to be at peace. Many of them are here in this place, filling the halls with their torment. I cannot leave them behind. But the spirits have something else in store for you. A different path. You must finish what you've begun. You must confront the first evil that fostered the one we have just ended. I suppose I can respect that. Thank you. Thank you for everything. Because of you, my brother's killer has met swift justice. I wouldn't exactly say it's justice. We just, like, blew his fucking brain. We just, like... Well, we didn't blow his brains out. I'm pretty sure we, like, splattered his guts and intestines all over the fucking place. So, I mean, that is drastically different. That is drastically different from blowing his fucking brains out. Just saying. And justice of the only sort which a man as Holmes deserves. Death. I now set to the task of healing those he has left behind. For every madman we faced here tonight, there are a dozen innocent souls crying out in need. The spirits of the departed will also need help in passing, or else I fear they may become like those we met in the hangar. They all deserve my help. What about Lone Star? They can't be far behind us. Like, they're gonna eventually catch up. When they enter that room back there, they will have no thoughts other than the thoughts of promotion. With the Ripper in hand, my brother will be forgotten, along with all other victims. But so too will I. They will not be a problem. Whether that's true or not, Shannon's confidence and very presence seems capable of making it true. Good luck to you, Ollamh the Unready. I hope you can find the same justice for your friend that I found for my brother. Thank you, Shannon. Alright, guys. Let's round him up and head on home. The ride back to the Seamstresses Union is quiet compared to the pandemonium left behind at the Mercy Mental Hospital. Lone Star squad cars pass you on the road, sirens blaring. No doubt in response to the aftermath of your showdown with the late Dr. Henry Holmes, the Emerald City Ripper. The man who violently repossessed the internal organs of Sam and Jessica's mother. Well, they hadn't exactly spelled it out until this point, but yeah, so Sam and Jessica's mother donated all the organs that the Emerald City Ripper repossessed, which is kind of really fucked up. A man who violently repossessed Melinda Watts. And although the killer is dead and his grip on the city is broken, it's clear he wasn't working alone. There are loose ends aching to be tied. Aren't they always, though? The taxi turns onto Redmond Way, cruising past the now familiar landmarks until the Seamstresses Union. In all its decadent, seedy glory materializes between swipes of the... Wait, what? In all its decadence, and all its decadent, seedy glory materializes swipes of the overworked windshield wipers. I think they kind of put in an extra word or two there, like, time to evaluate your next move. Game auto saved. All right, so, yes, that is where we are going to, let's see here. So we are going to just out of paranoia, I'm going to go ahead and create a new save there. Because I I do not need to have that like, oh hey, yeah, that's just like, oh, I'm trusting the autosave and it's gonna fuck up on me, because it does. So yes, we have taken care of we have technically fulfilled Sam Watts's final request. We have found his murderer, we have dealt with his murderer, but we haven't dealt with the person who is behind his murder, the person who is responsible for saying, yo, bitch, I kind of want you dead, motherfucker. I kind of want you dead. And, that is a little bit of a problem. Because all of the organs were from his mother, who obviously was dead before Sam got the whatever body part it was that was given to Sam. Therefore, somebody after the fact had to say, look, go after Sam to get this bitch's body parts back. And about the only person that we know of, we don't know what happened to we do not know what happened to to Sam's father, but it's pretty clear that it was probably his sister's bullshit. Cause yeah, that is not exactly happy fun time. And the only person that we know other than Sam of the Watts' family is down to just Jessica, really. Unless Sam got busy with some people and didn't use any protection and like spawned offspring, which, given Sam Watts' tendency for inebriation, I would not be terribly surprised if he has like a dozen kids at this point. But anyway, that is where we're going to end for today. Tomorrow we'll be back again at 9:15 Central Daylight Time to find out what kind of fun we can have at a funeral, because we have been invited to Sam Watts' funeral and their mother's and the Watts' mother's reinterment. I think it's gonna be a fun time, and just, oh my god, we're gonna rock that funeral like only we can, which is probably with a lot of bullets and possibly some explosions. So make sure to be here for that tomorrow. As always, thank you guys very much for being here. Caden, Caden, Gamers Grotto, all the lovely little lurkers, all the people who just, stop by and watch it after the stream. Doesn't matter how you watch it. I appreciate the fact that you are enjoying this series. I love Shadowrun. I really love Shadowrun. If you liked the video, don't forget to pound the like button. If you're new here, don't forget to pound the subscribe button. If you want to be kept up to date of when we go live and stuff like that, you can ring the bell down below. That might work, but if you really want to make sure, check out the social media links down below, the Facebook page and the Twitter account, where I always make sure to post when we go live. There is also the permanent invite to the Discord server, where we, or I guess it's like right up here, where we talk about all kinds of weird shit and stuff like that. And you can usually tell when I go live and stuff like that, because it'll say that I am playing a specific game. All of that so that you can stay tuned for more from Ollamh Productions. Wow!